Hi there, and welcome to this week's little live session where I will share with you how you can find superb sleep in a hotel room if you're planning your next business trip or vacation, and why this little thing will help me to sleep better in a hotel room, but not you. Probably not you. So, my name is Michael Hildebrandt. As you might know or not, I'm a sleep coach, which is somebody who can take your hand and walk you through the steps that you need to take to find back to superb sleep. And I'm the founder of Sleeptrust, this big movement that this live video is part of. And today I'm going to share with you, as said, mentioned, the tips to find back to superb sleep in a hotel room or to get your superb sleep. And we're going to look at the underlying cause of why most of us have a hard time to get the same quality sleep, at least the first 1, 2 nights in a hotel room. And that will enable you to find out what you can personally do to find that super sleep. So if you find any tips helpful, generally speaking, then give me a thumbs up or a little heart, but only press that little button if you find a tip that you will pick up on. And I'm also always happy if you share your name with me in the comments. Let me know where you're from. That makes it a little bit more personal. And it does not matter if you're in this live session or if you're looking to replay, as most people do. So basically, if we go into a hotel room, what happens unconsciously with us is that our evolutionary part of the brain gets triggered, warning us. Because if we look at the past, where we're coming from, just a couple of thousand years ago, maybe not even that long, then moving out of our environment was always connected or often with new life-threatening events. So what happens is when we go to sleep, we kind of give away control, but our unconscious part stays awake to a certain degree. So let's say there is a noise that we know will be dangerous for us. Then we're going to get taken out of sleep. This is true, if you smell fire or something like that, you will probably at some point wake up. Often living in the houses, this is too late, okay, because you won't get out of the house, but this is kind of how it works. You smell things that are dangerous, you hear things that are dangerous, and our minds will rip us out of sleep. But these sounds can change. So let's say you are living in a place right now, a couple of thousand years ago, where tigers were dangerous. So he kind of got aware of how tigers sneak by and how this would sound. Maybe that's a bad example, but you get the concept. And now you're moving somewhere and moving into a new cave or a new tent in a different environment where there are big dangerous monkeys, something else, that could be potentially harmful. They make different noises, and we need to learn these noises to be aware of what we get, what we need to wake us up. So what basically happens is that our alert system is a little bit, puts that threshold a little bit down and wakes us up, lets us be just that little bit more alert, because a maybe lower quality night of sleep is better than dying. I think that's clear to all of us. So what can we do nowadays to address that underlying protection system, basically? First off, it's a mindset thing. So we want to get our mind to feel and know that we are safe. And this starts with booking your hotel room. So it was never easier to find out if your hotel room is in a safe location. Look it up at booking.com or wherever you book your hotel rooms. You can see people rating the location, rating the hotel, rating the staff. Is this a place where you want to go? And this is not a price game, so it doesn't matter if you're paying a lot of money or if you're spending less money. You can always look that you get into a safe location, into a place that feels safe. So that's number one. The second thing, and this is why this thing will work for me, but not for you. This is, by the way, a really old school JBL sound system. I should probably get a new one, but it does the job. Is that you want to take things with you in your hotel room that let you feel as if you were at home, at least a little bit. So I take this music box, I know it is familiar to me. I also take a couple of other little things that make me feel a little bit more at home in the hotel room, actually. And when I listen to the music over the JBL sound system, this is also a thing that makes me feel familiar with a new place. So you get these little things that you can take into your suitcase, bring it with you into the hotel room, and kind of decorate your hotel room that you will feel that little bit more at home than you would if you don't do so. And as easy and simple as this sounds, it actually really works. The most powerful thing that you can do, and I will admit I don't do so because it's just too handy for me, is to take your own pillow. Your own pillow will feel comfortable, cozy. You will know the feeling. It will smell like you or your washing, the thing you take to wash your clothes, the washing powder. And you will just have this familiar feeling right out of the bat when you lay in your bed. So these are things that you can do to feel more familiar. And there are other little tips that I walk you through in the podcast. So this episode always goes hand in hand with the podcast episode of the week. I'm going to post the link to the latest episode underneath in the comments, so you just have to click it and then you're there. Maybe I'm going to share one little tip that is super interesting and maybe not, maybe will help you. So we all know that light can be really disturbing in a hotel room. Of course, obviously, you want to check that you get a hotel room that you can darken at night. But what I recommend you to do is to take a thing like Tesa sellotape, dark sellotape, and take that with you. And just in case that there are these little light LEDs that you can't shut up. You know, many electronic devices like TVs and alarm clocks have these LEDs, and some of them are very light. So usually on the TV screen you get a little red one. That's no problem because they're very dark and the red color is kind of not that light spectrum that we want to avoid. But if you get green ones, white ones, blue ones, these are things that can be really disturbing at night. And a little piece of this plaster can help you. Just stick it over the little light, the LED, and that's it. So I'll leave you with this little tip. Hope you enjoyed this, that you find something that you will take away for your next business trip, or even better, your next vacation. And of course, have a superb sleep in your hotel room. I hope you enjoyed this week's live session, and that you have a superb sleep. Until then, have a lovely Sunday. Bye-bye.